All right. So I hope that you guys like this format of me just filming chunks of videos. I like it that way. But full transparency, I am about to get ready for a photo shoot after I finish this. So my hair is not that cute because I'm about to curl it. So I just felt like I had to say that because I looked back at the video and I was like, whew, I probably should have filmed these after I got ready for the photo shoot, but we're gonna roll with it. So I hope that's okay. So, all right. By this time, you should have crafted your morning routine. You should feel like you have a bit of a schedule, at least for when you should be working. And now I really want to drop into making your space a freaking vibe. Okay? So if you're anything like me, I move a lot. I'm a very transient type of person, and so it's always been very difficult for me to set up spaces because I know that it's just a temporary location. It's like a stepping stone on the way to my destination, right? I'm always on this journey. And so for the longest time, like I almost should share a photo with you because you would laugh at my freaking setup. It was just horrible. It looked like a desk straight up out of a college dorm room. I had like a chair from my kitchen table, had my messy vision board on the wall behind me, and it was just not not good, right? It just didn't work for me building a successful business, to be honest. It just wasn't a space that made me feel creative and energetic and clean. So, right now, before we dive into this, I want you to take a second and just look at the space around you with new eyes. Because what I found is a lot of times people get so used to seeing the space around them that they don't realize that it could be a little bit messy or cluttered or dirty. So, to start, just maybe you need to walk out of your house for a second. Just like have the intention of, I'm going to go back into my space and see how I've truly been living. Walk into each room of your house like you've never been in there before and be real with yourself. Okay? Like, is my space cluttered? Because I will tell you, a messy space is a messy mind. Straightforward. Okay? Do you feel like you would be confident enough to walk me around on video and show me your setup right now? Okay, so what I want you to focus on is eliminating clutter, whatever this looks like for you. And you could start one room at a time, but I recommend starting in like the place that you work, right? Let's start there because that's where we're going to be building from. And if you're building on a foundation that is like messy and cluttered and just doesn't feel very good for you, it's going to show. It's going to make you not as empowered to show up and put in the work there. So, let's start in your office. And if you're working at the kitchen table, challenge for you, see if you can come up with a space in your house that's just for your work. Start to notice the rooms in your house. Are you using them for one purpose? Or are you eating on your couch? Are you eating at your desk? Right? We want to make your space a vibe. So, challenge number 1, clean up clutter. Get rid of stuff. Just freaking anything that's laying out, make a pile of it. If it's not a hell yes, it's a hell no. If you haven't touched it in a year, if you haven't used it in a year, get rid of it. Just clean house. Get it out of there. Okay? It's not necessary and it's just going to clutter your thinking. I promise you that. So let's declutter your space. And then if you are working at the kitchen table because you don't have a desk or you don't have a desk that you like, that was my situation for years, right? But I decided and I made the decision that if I'm going to build this business to the level that I know I'm capable of, I want to be in a space that makes me feel energetically aligned to the person I'm striving to become. So remember that letter you wrote to yourself. The person who has all the success in the business that you're striving to build, would they be working at a kitchen table? Would they be working with shit all over their desk? Probably not, right? So give yourself permission to just make your space feel nice to you. Make it feel like a place you want to show up and go to work. right? So if you were working at an office, I guarantee you'd get that cute little plant. You'd put pictures of your kids up on the wall. You'd make it feel like a space you want to hang out in. So I don't know what it is with entrepreneurs in doing it out of a home office that looks like a college dorm room, okay? So I want you to make it feel nice, whatever that means for you. And let that rub off on other areas of your home. Like if you are walking through your bedroom and you're working from home, walk in there with a clean, freshly made bed. Start leaving your room and resetting your room each time you walk out that door so that when you walk back into it, it's ready to go. Look, my desk, like right now, I've got a journal over here. I've got note cards here. I've got a coffee cup from this morning. I've got a tissue, used tissue right there. Like, I get it. We're busy. I make messes during the day too. But before I shut the door to my office and wrap up the day, I clean everything up because I know that tomorrow when I sit down here, I want it to be a fresh start. So remember that. Clean up your space when you're finished. And then tomorrow when you start your day, it's going to feel just that much better for you to take action and get started. So I want you, if you don't like your chair, I hated the chair I was using, guys, for years. I ordered this badass chair and I just love it, right? I knew that I wanted to have a studio. So I made it a vibe, right? I ordered these panels and the cool light back here because I knew I was going to be doing a lot of video. So ask yourself, this version of you that we've talked about and that this vision that we have for your business a year from today, who are you then that you need to step into now? And how did they make their space a vibe that made them feel empowered to show up every single day? And start to implement that for yourself right now. If you needed permission, this is it.